There was a strange thing falling into this glass of water. Molly did not know that, so she just drank water in the cup. She had a weird feeling after she drank all the water. Molly didn't know her body would change. Molly went to bed, put on her blanket, and fell asleep. Next morning, when she woke up, Molly became invisible. But Molly had not acknowledged that yet. As a routine, she went out of bed, took her towel, and went to the bathroom. But when she looked at the mirror, she was so scared and screamed out loud. Molly's twins, Cleo, heard Molly's yell, so she immediately went to check what happened. Cleo saw no one when she got into Molly's bathroom. Cleo felt the surrounding was really odd. She pulled the bath curtain out and saw nothing, but she could still hear her sister. Cleo started to freak out. She then opened up the toilet's lid and still saw nothing, but Molly's voice was still coming up, make Cleo frightened. This moment, the faucet was automatically opened. Molly was washing her face to make herself more conscious. Molly thought it was just a dream. She covered her head with the towel and hoped that she could see herself, but when she took the towel off, she still could not see anybody. Finally, the twins could only scream in fear. It turned out that, last night, when Cleo was doing her experiment, a butterfly came inside. Cleo used her hand to get rid of it. Then she mistakenly failed her experiment. In the tube, reactions started to happen. When the butterfly came close, Cleo used a jar to catch it. Surprisingly, the butterfly mysteriously disappeared. Cleo was so scared that she threw the jar away. The jar was immediately broken, and the butterfly got out. Unexpectedly, the butterfly then fell into Molly's glass of water, and she accidentally suffered from being invisible. Molly was upset by this incident because she had to participate in the Halloween festival and the basketball match. These outdoor activities were a must. Molly thought everything would be okay if she wore clothes and covered herself with other things. Unfortunately, clothes on Molly gradually vanished. There was nothing she could do now. This girl became invisible after she drank a glass of water. Even her clothes were invisible as well, but she had to go out, so that she let her sister to wear her clothes. Her sister pretended to be Molly, wore a mask, and went to the Halloween festival. Molly had to drive because Cleo didn't have a driver license. The twins frightened an old lady when they were on the way. With the resemblance of two sisters, no one realized this was Cleo. Molly also snuck in the laboratory and investigated on her invisibility. She took advantage of being invisible to steal a microscope. She even curiously walked in Boys WC. Molly just stood outside to peek in. The Boys WC was so horrible. Then she took away a mascot outfit. Molly wore the mascot and helped her sister to express her feeling to the boy she liked. The boy accepted Cleo just after some lines. It turned out they both had feelings for each other. At this moment, Molly's hands started to vanish. She quickly found her sister and told her what had just happened. Cleo was speechless while her sister became invisible. But their friend, George, saw everything. George couldn't believe in his eyes when he saw invisible Molly. In the afternoon, with the help of Molly, Cleo won the competition easily. Then they came home, used the microscope, and found out that this problem was complicated. Molly's cells also became invisible, which meant that until midnight, if they could not find a solution, Molly would be invisible forever. Time was running out. Could they help Molly? 3 of them was divided into 2 teams. George would go to the laboratory to take what was needed for the experiment. The twin sisters came to a park to catch butterfly, but they could not catch any the whole night. They even got themselves all wet. At this moment, Molly had lost all of her patience. If she stayed invisible forever, her life would mean nothing. They started to have an argument. It turned out that they didn't get on well with each other. Molly was an extrovert, so she was always shining. She was not also admired by a lot of people, but also loved by her friends and her boyfriend. In contrast, Cleo was an introvert. She was timid, not really comprehend. She couldn't even express her feeling in front of the boy she liked. Her existence was just like the invisible. Cleo knew the feeling of being admired and loved when she became her sister for today. She wanted to make more friends. Cleo started to apologize Molly and wanted her forgiveness. Today, Molly understood the feeling of being left out. That irritating feeling upset her a lot. After the talk, they gave each other a passionate hug. This moment, a butterfly appeared. They started to make the antidote with the help of their friends. When it was 12 o'clock at midnight, the antidote was finished. Molly drank all the antidote, but she was still invisible. They had failed this time. Everyone was so disappointed. What was the actual reason that causes Molly's invisibility? The deadline had passed for a while. Cleo then made a glass of water with an effervescent tablet. This was Molly's habit, and she did it every night. Fortunately, when Molly finished the drink, she became visible again. Everyone was so happy. The twins hugged each other. Cleo and the boy she liked could stay together. She also earned many awards by her invention. Invisible Girl now became visible. She could finally have her life back. This is the end of the film. Please give us a like and a share if you like this. See you later.